So it's been 1 week since UTMB, but what's next? In just under 5 weeks time, I'm going to be going sub 3 at the Amsterdam Marathon. In my first marathon last year at London, I did it in 3 hours and 17 minutes. I could have put less pressure on myself and not tried as hard to get a good time, seeing this was my first marathon. I hadn't really done that distance before, but I always want to push myself as hard as possible, and I've done well. But since then, I've put in some serious mileage, with my PB at the A6 10K being 37 minutes the other week, with UTMB being 42 kilometers but over 2,500 meter elevation. My base is obviously there. I've put in a lot more mileage than I did before London last year. I mean, I think I only went up to about 30K in training, and then that was the first time I'd even done the 42 kilometers as a distance at all. So I'm a lot more hopeful with this time. I've only got 4 to 5 actual weeks of training for it, but I've put the mileage in before UTMB, so I know I can do it. I've just got to get the speed work in and start doing some longer race pace stuff before it comes around. In one of the previous episodes, you also seen me do my VO2 max test at the Altitude Centre back in July now, so a couple months ago. Not only does this give you a VO2 max, it also gives you accurate zoning for training for your easy runs like we talked about, but it also gives you your thresholds and the speed that you can be running without going over your threshold to sustain over a period of time. So it then predicts your kind of race times that you could get potentially. So for me, my threshold was 15.4 kilometers per hour. So over a marathon, that would actually be a 2:48. So obviously we want to go sub 3, but the real goal is to get as close to 250 as possible. I feel like everyone's potential in all aspects of life, in any of these kind of goals and challenges, it's all relative to what they've done in stacking evidence of the things they have done and where they're at. Obviously, we're all on different parts of our own journeys, and my running's come on quite a lot over the last year and a half, 2 years. I mean, but then I could look back and go, 2 years ago I was only running a 23, 22 minute 5K when I first started running again. But to a lot of people, a 22 minute 5K after running for 2-3 years is still a really good time. So it's all relative, but I feel like I need to keep stacking this evidence to myself of these things that I can do, and each challenge needs to get bigger and better, and I need to keep trying to find that ceiling and see where I can go with it. So I need to do this sub 3 in 5 weeks. I've got something big planned for early next year, and I've got a hard challenge coming straight after the Amsterdam Marathon as well. So that's what it's about seeing where your potential is and what you can do, and I know in myself that I can do it, so I'm gonna do it. Sub 3 in Amsterdam, let's go.